Hey, Olive, Arlo, and Frank. Grandpa coming to you from the living room in Jack's Beach. Picking up in Genesis chapter 3 in the Net Bible Reader's Edition. Very, very good scholarship. That's easy for me to say. Very, very good scholarship. Today we're going to look at the death of Sarah. So Sarah at this point in time is probably 150 years old, something like that. I don't know if it says it in here. I don't remember. Oh no, it does. Duh, I should have read the first line. So let me read the first line. Chapter 23, verse 1 says, Sarah lived 127 years. Then she died in Kiriath Arba, that is, Hebron, in the land of Canaan. Abraham went to mourn for Sarah and to weep for her. Then Abraham got up from mourning his dead wife and said to the sons of Heth, now these are the people who lived there in Hebron, I am a temporary settler among you. Grant me ownership of a burial site among you so that I may bury my dead. The sons of Heth answered Abraham, listen, sir, you are a mighty prince among us. You may bury your dead in the choicest of our tombs. None of us will refuse you his tomb to prevent you from burying your dead. Now, what they did in these tombs, they reused them. So they would put the person in there, they would decompose, and they would then take the bones out, and they would put them in kind of a, I forget what they call it. It's a crypt, but that's not the name for it. And so it was something that you would use over and over again. Abraham wants this, but these guys are like, nah, listen, you can just use it, which means that he doesn't own it, and he wants to own this. Abraham got up and bowed down to the local people, the sons of Heth. Then he said to them, if you agree that I may bury my dead, then hear me out. Ask Ephron, the son of Zohar, if he will sell me the cave of Machpelah that belongs to him. It is at the end of his field. Let him sell it to me publicly for the full price, so that I may own it as a burial site. Now Ephron was sitting among the sons of Heth. Ephron the Hethite replied that, and Hethite means Heth. He's from the tribe of Heth. He's one of the sons of Heth. Ephron the Hethite replied to Abraham in the hearing of the sons of Heth, before all who entered the gate of this city, no, my lord, hear me out. I sell you both the field and the cave that is in it. In the presence of my people, I sell it to you. Bury your dead. Abraham bowed before the local people and said to Ephron in their hearing, hear me if you will. I pay to you the price of the field. Take it from me so that I may bury my dead there. So now they're going to talk price. Ephron answered Abraham, saying to him, hear me, my lord. The land is worth 400 pieces of silver, but what is that between me and you? So bury your dead. Abraham agreed to Ephron's price and weighed out for him the price that Ephron had quoted in the hearing of the sons of Heth, 400 pieces of silver, according to the standard measurement at the time. So they would weigh out the silver and they use these balance scales, and it's a whole thing that if you had something that said 1 ounce, but it was really like an ounce and a half, then you would get an ounce and a half of silver or gold from the other person, even though you were supposed to get the 1 ounce. So you had to have fair scales. It was a big deal back then. People got killed over unfair scales. So Abraham agreed to Ephron's price and weighed out for him the price. And scholars say that this is way more than this field was worth. I forget that, like, every once in a while they'll figure out this is how much this guy paid in today's prices. So Abraham secured Ephron's field in Machpelah, next to Mamre, including the field, the cave that was in it, and all the trees that were in the field and all around its border, as his property, in the presence of the son of Heth, before all who entered the gate of Ephron's city. And you would sit in the gate of the city and conduct business. Most of the business of the city was conducted in the gate of the city. After this, Abraham buried his wife Sarah in the cave in the field of Machpelah, next to Mamre, that is Hebron, in the land of Canaan. So Abraham secured the field and the cave that was in it as a burial site from the sons of Heth. And this place, even today, is a bone of contention in Hebron, where the Muslims and the Jews both say, like, hey, wait a minute, this is our site, just like the Temple Mount in Jerusalem. But you know what? We don't have to worry about all that stuff because Jesus is worrying about that for us. So there's that. Peace out. See you next time.